Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. We're here up at the Risen Road where we had a fight with the Paladins who were after Karlach, and oh boy, we got crit so hard the game crashed. So we managed to just get by that on the skin of our teeth, but we're going to go take a long rest because we used up basically every spell slot that we have in that encounter. We'll see if anything interesting is happening over here at camp. Is this supposed to happen or is this a bug? Oh, okay. You had me there, game. You had me. He's gonna hum for as long as he fancies. Until I interrupt.
Be with you in a moment.
What are you doing?
Indulging in a spot of vanity. Handsome devil, aren't I? Be that as it may. Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of?
The damn tadpole in my head.
Spot on. Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices.
Lovely.
Need to go on?
You do not need to go on.
My point is this. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal.
Long live the abnormal.
I'll toast to that. The pragmatic in me, however, sees only the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
Anyone else for fireside chats? Not those two. Not Shadowheart. Not Will. Right, while we are back here at camp, I'm going to have a little chat with the Oathbreaker Knight here, Custodian of the Fallen, just to see
I have something to ask.
if we can pay to get our regular
Oathbreaker,
Paladin powers back.
what do you need of me?
I wish to take up my oath again.
It is possible. First, you must pay the agreed price. Material sacrifice is required to prove your words have substance.
So 2,000 gold is the price. Is there some other way?
There are less worthy objects demanding a far higher price. For redemption, this is no great ask. The gold must be paid.
Alright then. We will remain as we are for now.
It is your choice. I will be here should you reconsider.
Well, it's interesting that we can flip-flop on that so much. Otherwise, I think we're ready for a nap. 40 foods worth. Go through individual sausages and stuff. Perfect. That is a sausage-heavy dinner. But we're going to be okay. Oh. There's some skulking going on, huh? Anything I should know about? No, we get through our rest quite alright. And we are back here where we left off from.
Time to rest.
Right, first thing I'm going to do today is cast Mage Armor with Gale.
Can't
Then,
now.
where are we headed? With a fresh long rest in us, we could... Oh, let's go see Karlach first.
With haste.
Karlach. Because we've now dealt with her follower problem, shall we say. The people hunting her have been dispatched, so we should see if there's any kind of reward or anything else going on with that regard. There they are, hanging out by the riverside.
I need a quick word.
Did you get the bastards?
Yes.
For now. But thank you.
Her mind touches yours. Gratitude, warmth, and relief. Then a light, sharper than the truest blade, brighter than a star. It fills you with awe, forcing you to your knees. And from within, a winged figure steps forward, graceful and terrible. She places her hand on your cheek and smiles as she carves her name across your chest.
Kua ad vos non petrica.
Her words are spoken in the infernal tongue of devils, a threat or a plea. I don't belong to you.
She thinks she owns you? Who is she? We say is the tiefling that can speak the language.
Zariel, fallen lady, defiled celestial, ruler of Avernus. I was her prisoner and her champion. She tried to break me. The paladins you killed were acting on her orders. She'll send more, and worse.
What will you do?
No, I'm counting on it. I'll be ready for her. And the first step is to go home, to Baldur's Gate. I've got a score to settle.
This river's still really loud. We should travel together.
I could use the company. But until I've shaken Zariel off my back, I'd only put a target on yours. My advice? Stay away from the city. When I catch up with the fuckers who did this to me, the streets will run red.
I cannot wait to get to the city. If nothing else, just to kind of see how many of the encounters we have along our journey come back to influence things in one way or another. Right then. Let's hop over here. There is a bunch of goblins to deal with. There's an ogre. And a troll. There's the dead body now that Scratch is gone, although I didn't see him at camp. I'll leave the letters for now. He can die with his secrets. Right. How are we doing for XP? Not quite halfway there. Where can we climb up here? Can we climb up there? No, it's going to be... We get a bunch of XP for something. It's going to be here.
People will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster.
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
Take some buried
Someone's
gold.
had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint there.
Right, this guy is sleeping, so we have an advantage on a melee attack against them. And if we hit them, it will automatically be a critical hit. They are surprised. We do not need to smite here. Do we have another action? We do. Get very dead. A couple of javelins, a morning star, and a copper band. I don't need the rum and such, I don't think. Right, then we have all these buildings. Who's that?
What path lies before me?
Do I recognize this skeleton? Not the individual, but I just don't remember there being a skeleton here in times gone by. I don't really remember this path being this wide across the side of the house either. I'll leave the stick. A heavy key.
Something's waiting up ahead.
We've Deceived the folks on the roof. They have the ambushing condition. Affected entity will attack as soon as enemies are within its reach. Can only be spotted with a successful perception check. Interesting. Alright then, how hard is it going to be to get on this roof? Not very. Let's get the rest of the party over here.
What comes now? Need to tread softly.
And we will all hop onto this roof together.
Watching and waiting. Out of sight, out of mind.
Now, Shadowheart's the only one in... I guess, no, we're probably in armor that's a little bit noisy, aren't we? Stealthing up to these two. Probably going to be a little tricky with a full party, but you know. We won't know if we can succeed if we don't try.
Good hands.
You sniffing where you ain't ought to be, friend. Might have to take that nose.
That is not how I expected the ambush to go.
Power
Oh,
courses
okay,
through
yeah,
you.
that makes sense.
Authority.
We can cast Detect Thoughts, but we are very intimidate proficient. Oh dear. Well, that's not gone well.
Nah.
Divine Smite, no thanks. Hellish Rebuke, no thanks. And we've got these folks over here, hopping on down or attacking from across the way. Not too many of them, I don't think.
You must got a death wish. Sneaking around in my town.
That's not gone great, has it? Right, back to us. Everyone else managed to get missed in that round, which is a great shame. Right, we do not have a bonus action attack. Pommel Strike. Okay, let's try... Oh, we're not going to have enough movement. Alright, we'll stay as we are. Good dodge, Shadowheart. Oh my god, this game is determined to TPK me. This is unbelievable. Right. These get out of the fire. And then... One, two. Path is interrupted. God damn it. So we can't hit you at all. So I really wanted to hit because they're the somewhat threatening spellcaster. Can I not see anybody from here? Well, that's useless, isn't it? All of our speed is spent. This target is out of sight. They have 13 and 12, which is just slightly higher. What if we do that? There's a spot here that we can see that has them in it. Right here? Come on. Right there somewhere. there is a spot. There is a spot here that I can see them both in. Oh, that'll do. Alright, that's going to help a lot. Right, we need to get Leo up. Let's do... walk over to here.
Got to move.
Bonus action healing word.
Take you.
Before Leo dies. And then main action melee attack over here. We missed. Will, you have Eldritch Blast, always available. Right, well, let's also get out of this fire.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Right, Leo can take one bonus action, and that is all. Do we have... we have a healing... oh, we have 4 healing potions. And... from where we are, we basically have nothing left we can do. But the other 2 are asleep, which is a good start for us. An odd disengage, but, you know, these things happen. The fire is out. That is great news. I feel like we could shatter these 2. The sleeping automatically fail dex saving throws. Now, shatter is a con save, isn't it? Yeah, so that's not going to help us so specifically there. Just the 4 of them. One of them's downstairs through that window somewhere. But we don't have anything that induces dex saves with us. Wow, 2 whole points.
Swiftly now.
Yeah, go on then. Kill them. Glad we took that potion. Honestly, as much as they are a problem, I'm going to force one of these 2 to fail a dex save for a guaranteed hit. That will also mean they are stood up,
Victor's path.
so that Will can Eldritch Blast without disadvantage.
Nothing important is ever easy.
We can't get to that target. We don't have any ranged spells, really, do we? Steep an enemy in the darkness that churns with you. The target takes 1d4 plus 3 necrotic damage each turn, and attack rolls against it have advantage. 10 feet. Is this long rest or short rest? Channel Oath Charge. Short rest. Bolster yourself or an ally with Valor. Frightened can no longer be frightened and gains 5 temporary HP. Control Undead. Dreadful Aspect. Let your darkest emotions burst forth and frighten an enemy. Alright, this is going to be terrible, but let's try. 3 damage. Hey! Something went our way. They're disengaging, but they have not very far to be able to go. Are you still asleep or are you now awake? You're now awake, so I'm hoping we can just hit you with spells. 5 damage is solid. Shadow Heart. Problem with goblins is typically you'd expect them to have reasonably good dexterity against the saves.
This is my time.
Also, I feel like we're just unable to hit about anything at the moment. Thank you, Will. I appreciate it. Well, that sucked a bit for our hero, Leo. I'm not going to worry about gathering up every goblin weapon. As much as, yes, we do need 2,000 gold if we want to get our, what's it called? Our oath back. I guess everyone took a bit of damage there in the explosion, so we will take a short rest. Probably should have thought about using Will's spell slots a bit more efficiently if we were going to short rest anyway, because warlocks get their spells back on a short rest. But yeah, the game is just loving critting me painfully at the moment. Also, the sound of an explosion just on repeat. I will take your scrolls and keys. And your grapes and bread. Backpack, backpack, separate container, 6 gold, thank you.
Moonhaven.
Moonhaven. AKA Bogrot. AKA Lighted Village. Right, there is a teleportation circle there, or an ancient rune circle to be specific. Let's get group hiding.
Best be on my way.
And let's move up into here, hopefully in a way that does not cause us any great trouble. Also, I'll tell you what I haven't thought about until right at this moment. Once we've used our Illithid powers a little bit, we should get a special Illithid power. Like, clerics can stop somebody dying on exactly 1 HP once, and a bunch of stuff like that. I'm wondering what paladins will get as their special skill. Right, Potion of Sleeping, I want it. Potion of Healing, I will take as well. Let's read the Apothecary's Ledger. The ledger is filled with the cultivation instructions for a range of medicinal plants. One entry is underlined. Deliver specially requested plants to the cellar. Keep away from prying eyes.
It says there's a cellar here somewhere.
I don't see one.
I'm sure we can find a cellar. Question is, can we find a buyer, though? That's the trickier half of this whole thing. Are there a bunch of goblins out here? Because I usually expect there to be, although I can't see anything happening up here either, because of where we are situated indoors at the moment. But let's go check out the basement, shall we? Let's get unhidden as a group. There's no threats down here, at least as far as I'm currently aware of. Who knows what encounters might have changed, because honestly, every encounter so far seems way harder than they ever were before. 2 potions of healing is lovely. There's an elixir of fire resistance. That will surely help down the line sometime.
On my way.
Potion of healing. I guess for an apothecary, generally potions of healing would be the most basic of things that you want to keep around. Elixir of poison resistance. Interesting that they've changed most of those from potion of poison resistance to whatever else it's become. Elixir. Elixir of fire resistance, elixir of force resistance, potion of vitality. And healer's log. Lots of patience and issues, gout, large wood splinter in hand, minor burns to hands and face and some things. Bunch of water. I don't think I need to hoard a load of water. Anything in this desk? Ink pots, quills, no. Giant paintings for 210 gold though. I will take. Silly that we can fit them in our inventories, but you know.
Direct me.
Let me get some intelligent folks making investigation checks.
Scratch marks on the floor.
On the floor, you say? Sounds like we should be looking for a lever of some kind. Is it me, or is the sound of rats a lot more prevalent than it once was in this space? Oh, interesting. We had a little secret look into what's to come over there. And a quick save, because you know what's going to be coming is going to be good. Right, let's play this like I don't know what's going to happen and just try and take the crate in the middle of the room. Oh no! So we have the surprise condition. We don't get to do anything on our first attempted actions. I'm going to move over here with Will and see if we can knock this guy into that pit. No, they just got pushed back a couple of feet rather than down below. We'll stay here though.
Creator, destroyer.
Gale. How close can we get? Close enough. Right, that one died. We did a great amount of damage with that. I would open this, but the last time I clicked that, it crashed in spectacular fashion. Never a dull moment. God, I wish we had more movement speed.
Light on my feet.
Do I have enough range? No. But I have disadvantage on this because they're too close, but I'm not close enough to hit them with that. That's very rude. Alright then. Let's go with Control Undead. Use the power of your oath to gain control over an undead creature. The undead will follow you around and attack your enemies until next long rest. The target's level must be lower than yours. Target's level is too high. That's very rude. Fine. They fail their save against that, which is good.
Got to move.
Go with a Sacred Flame here. Oh, great damage. And they missed their turn for some reason. Possibly because they were summoned that round. Hey, it's finally our turn to get a critical hit in. Arrow of Ilmatar, short bow, another arrow of Ilmatar, and a longbow. Not even sure if we have anyone that can benefit from longbows over short bows.
Something over there.
Some dirt though. Did these drip water before, or is that new? Scroll of False Life. Scroll of Hold Person can go, I think, to Gale. Scroll of Speak with Dead can go to Shadowheart. That'll be fine. Check the rest of these crates and boxes. Dark Journal. 6 Nitals, 1371 DR. I pay no service to the gods, but by some blessing this village believes me and my apprentice to be simple healers. My tattoos are hidden, my red robes locked away, and my lab secured. I have not heard the word Thay since we arrived, and only my apprentice knows me as Ilintoth. This place is not ideal for my research, but I can never return home. Not the way I escaped. I'd be put to death, with worse to follow. The work here is simple and allows me to continue my research at night, but progress is slow. Reanimation seems easy, but restoring life, that price eludes me. The tome contains the magic I need, but it fights me at every step, as does my apprentice. At least my familiar has made it easy to secure bodies without raising suspicion. This will take time. Will the Zulukers find me before I can bring her back? I cannot say, but if they do come for me, they'll have to face the guardians I've raised. Well, we faced the guardians all right.
Let's have a look.
Anything else to be found? I'm expecting that's the Scroll of Summon Quasit. And in these last few, a couple of gold coins, doesn't hurt anyone. And then the mirror, mirror on the wall. Memnon Thras.
I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
Let's go intimidation, because we are big, strong, nasty paladin. We can also take thaumaturgy for some advantage and an extra bit of guidance, because it's a mirror. I don't think a mirror is going to be that incredibly smart. Oh god. +4, +4, +4. So close. Alright, I'm going to use inspiration on this, just because it's a really annoying sequence where it tries to set you on fire if you fail. Much better.
There is a pause as those glass eyes take you in. Then...
And we are in.
A well-guarded laboratory. What were they hiding down here?
Well, let's do a lap, shall we? Scroll of Featherfall. One for Gale. Basilisk Oil. The Moonhaven Logbook. Book is filled with pages of observations tracking travelers and people in the village. Creepy. The Collectenia Rubrum. You turn page after page filled with strange alchemical sketches and formulae. Some are written plainly, some in runes and scripts you barely recognize. There are guides to transmutating metals and recipes for weapons of war, but more than anything else, the book is concerned with reanimating dead flesh. Research notes, a skeleton, just a dagger in it. Raise dead, failed. Reanimate, failed. Speak with dead, failed. Clone, failed. Reanimation and clone, failed. Resurrection, failed. I wonder if we'll ever get access to the clone spell, because I think it's much higher level than the developers were ever really intending to go in the game. But it would be really interesting if we could. I've no idea how they would, like, mechanically play that out, but would be fascinating. It's also going to be really interesting when one day I'm going through one of these dungeons that I know oh so well from early access, and they've just decided to, like, put a big scary construct in it or something that I'm just not paying attention to as we pass by. That opens that up to safety, but we're not done here yet. Couple more alcoves to loot and pillage. Scroll of Blindness, Gale, you get that one. Scroll of Ray of Frost, cantrip, which is always a bit odd. Scrolls for cantrips don't really make sense, in that if you know a cantrip, you can cast it an unlimited amount and freely, provided you have components. Circlet of Fire. Fiery Return. When you deal fire damage with a non-cantrip spell, gain a bonus action. Right, well, Gale can have invisibility. We'll take Detect Thoughts and Chill Touch. We'll send that to Gale because he's the only one who could remotely possibly actually benefit from it at any point right now. Problem is he doesn't benefit very much from having...
What's next?
Doesn't benefit very much from having extra bonus actions. We'll guide our friend here for this sleight of hand check to disarm this trap. It's gone well, so that's broken. We have a key for this. We found in the other half of the room. And we can see that there are various traps around. So,
Let me work my magic.
Gale, you're a wizard. Give me a mage hand. What are we working with mage hand these days? Throw item.
Best keep that thing shut.
Right, let's get out of turn-based mode. Our hand was destroyed. Gale, you did so well. You can have a treat in that. How about you give that a little read?
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole. Only an oval recess in the cover's mouth.
Alright then, we'll stow that for later, I suppose.
But the longer you stare, the more those piercing, amethyst eyes draw you in. You've seen similar books in wizards' libraries. A tome on Thane magic. A rare and expensive find. People have gone mad reading less dangerous texts.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
How about you just leave it where you found it and we sort it away?
Gale finds a magic item. Gale keeps a magic item. That's just what Gale will be doing.
Step by step.
Right. Let's get away from those obnoxious fire traps. And if we come through here, we can find the entryway where we started. A ladder back up to the potion store. And a perfect moment to say thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments about Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition or anything else, do let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.